Alright, so we should be live now. Hello? We have one loyal fan. There you go. Alright, so sorry about the technical difficulties yesterday. Made the mistake of streaming when other people were in the house, and so they're, using the internet and shit, so... Where were we? We were on the Bean Mile. I think we had already beaten the, we got through at least the intro. I don't know. I'm trying to think where we started having technical difficulties. Family. Yep. I might want to just start with Killbean, because I know that's where we started suffering issues. Not looking forward to. So usually I just upload the stream immediately. Now I'm gonna have to take these 3 videos and put them together, which is gonna be annoying to download and upload and everything. I have one person. They're usually more fun when people are here. Sorry, I only showed up. Yep. This is what happens when you have the... they'll be frozen. We got 5, maybe. Welcome, my son. Alright. I know we started suffering issues around Killbean, so I think I'm just gonna start from here. Rob, I unironically just booted up GameMaker and you start streaming. Is this your way to sabotaging? Yep, this is the plan. Don't worry, this will be over soon. I only have 3 levels to do. You don't have to watch it. I just didn't want you talking about the sounds of animals fighting in the Discord because I'm sick of hearing about it. Gameplay concessions I had to make. Those soft walls got me damn. Yeah, everyone complains about corners and stuff. I like the wall variation, although it needs work. But I don't understand why why are they called soft walls? Besides, that's the name in the file. What makes them look softer? The yellow? Tell me how the stream quality is and everything. I didn't even test the audio, so you might not even be able to hear me. What the fuck? Oh, Jed, you're getting lunch, so this won't take too long. If I can beat this is kicking my ass here. Usually I can get through this immediately. There we go. Gotta be more aggressive. start streaming while you're... Yeah, that's literally the plan, Jed. Like, I played Super Hot this morning already. God damn, can't ever hit this dude. I feel like I'm getting some lower frame rates, get some drag. Let's see here. This is anything I can close. I can close this stuff. There we go. I like that. Human Steam 3 skin. Yeah, I made it like in 10 minutes. It's sort of like, I found like this website that you can make your own custom Steam things. Like I'm used to it at this point, but it's not the greatest colors. I just did it because I wanted to see if I could do it. Recognize Blind immediately. Yep. Actually, terrific song. Just noticed there's a... Why did I do this? This is just a girl taking a bath, just ignoring the firefight beside her. That's weird. Alright, yeah. So, you see these little twinkles right here? This is a notepad error for using the frost from the freezer. And... shit. And, what's the level? Homicide, I want to say. What's the mall level? I mentioned yesterday that it was Mania's tracking Patriots. Before Nightcat made a custom one. You missed it. This is in Patriots. That's exciting. What a horrible patrol. Actually, like, wells like tears in my eyes how bad of a patrol that is. Nope. Okay. Guys hiding on top of bodies. Yeah. One problem with making callback levels on older campaigns is if the level design sucks, like it did in Human Being 1, then it's kind of difficult. It puts you in a weird spot. It's kind of where I am right now in Human Being 3 is I want another level in the Bean Factory because I like the consistency of like each, like you see the Bean Factory in each one. Plus for story reasons it makes sense, but like I don't want to repeat that level design because it's garbage. So I gotta come up with some sort of way. And I was trying to explain earlier that like it was like part of renovated it, kind of the way that Hammerin did. But I don't know how clear that's gonna be. It's funny, like Atlan was telling me a couple months ago that he like just realized that the brothel that Hammer owns in the second game is actually the same one from the first. Because other than like some passing mentions in the beginning, and like if you remember the level design, it's pretty identical. There's really nothing to remember about it. I don't expect people to like remember small minutia of a level editor campaign. Let's see, back. What did I miss? You missed most of this level. You can do what I did and totally fucked with the walls and busted furniture, so you've got a new layout. It's not a bad idea. Make it look all destroyed or decrep. Is that the word? Yeah. Anyways, so I think I mentioned this last time too, but if you add the notepad follower gun dude like I just did, you have to end the level in a van, otherwise it'll crash. That's a Midnight Animal arcade machine right there. That's how rich Hammerin is. He was able to play a finished version of Midnight Animal. Like, put a cult in the meat factory like this. Could do that. Not really though. For story and faction limitation reasons. There you go. I think this is where the stream died last time. The bean mile. I love it when I put the word bean into the movie title, like if it actually fits, like instead of the green mile, the bean mile. This level took me the longest to make because it was like, how do you do a prison with like without it being horrendously open? Because like, think of a prison, you think of like individual cells and then like long hallways. And the original, the prison from the actual base game, fucking like they got around that by basically having no prison cells other than that one area. It was like you run through the place where everyone actually sleeps and just get like shot at by not enemies, and then it starts out like in just like the guard, I guess, cabin or whatever where they can relax. I guess there's the one with the psycho ward or whatever, but it's, you know, it's not laid out like a normal prison, and so I kind of had to do the same thing here. And you want tiles that look like a prison, but also not ugly. It is pretty ugly. It's not an interesting level visually, but really it was just with the brag that I've got notepadded prisoner enemies. Enemies escaping prison. It's got that song from Apocalypse Now. So basically I took the same philosophy from the main game's prison, like dining hall, guard cabin, like one location where people can actually exist in. Although I added the APC. The APC is like probably like one of the few things people who didn't like the campaign still remember, because like I've never seen anyone else even try it, is having a drivable vehicle. It's obviously broken as fuck because it doesn't behave like a vehicle, and if you hit right mouse button, it's over. It's gone. Impressive that a shotgun can punch a hole through reinforced metal door. I really don't like this song in gameplay. Oh really? You don't like the classic music? Are you not cultured? It's supposed to be like to convey a sense of madness, while also being a bit humorous, because you know, classical music during the escape. kind of the opposite of Le Perv. Oh yeah. It really makes me sad that the only enemy faction with like interesting melee mechanics was the prisoner faction, which is a bitch and a half to add into the workshop. Like you got enemies that you've got like the glass shard and the toothbrush is the one I'm talking about, where like it's like a one-use melee weapon, and the other one's like if you throw it or anything, it's gone. Like it just breaks. Like I wish they had more interesting stats and more of the melee weapons, because like there's no actual difference between the pipe and the baseball bat. And if I do make a mod, I'm definitely planning on including this. It's something I've always wanted, is a health bar for weapons. Like if you ever played something like Dying Light or something, like you hit someone enough, if you hit someone in the head enough with the baseball bat will cave in, and I think that'll just add a balance so you can't just spam the melee weapons. Because like you could technically pick up a melee weapon and just not drop it through most levels. You know, it'd be harder because you don't have guns, but you know what I mean. Why did you place so many breakable doors? This was before we figured out notepad modding for the steel doors. So any door I wanted in it had to be like this, because I didn't want the prison being locked up with wood doors. Also, I think it was cool that you have to knock down the doors. I get the one glitch obviously is that if they know where you are, they can run through them. But do it New Vegas style, and you have to collect weapons and mash them together. A little hard to do on the fly. New Vegas has a lot more downtime if you had to manage your inventory. But I think that if you like let each melee weapon have say 3 hits, and like an execution counts as like 3 hits or something, like you know, like you pound them, maybe just 1 hit. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out and balance it. But I just think having melee weapons be indistinguishable from each other, besides the fact that they maybe have a bit smaller or larger hitbox. Like a wooden baseball bat would be less strong compared to the pipe. Like you'd have like 5 hits with the pipe, 3 hits with the baseball bat, something like that. What was that super good prison level, my brother? Okay, are you talking about the ATK 2000 or whatever? Like it was a whole campaign with like a really nice looking prison. I didn't even know it existed until I finished this. I wish I could have used it for reference, because this prison's not that interesting. That whole thing, I have no idea what's going on because everything's in Russian percentages, but it was a good looking, it was a good looking campaign. Just hard as fuck too. Oops. I remember not even being able to finish it because there's just so many of those like psycho dodgers. Might go back to it one day. Those checkered tiles, frowny face. Yeah. What's nice about the or I guess it's not nice, but what I would suggest is when you're like, what should I need to replace tiles, like just get rid of all the checker tiles, because whatever you replace it with is probably going to look better than all the checker tiles in the game that they have by default. I love this so much. Proud. Broken soldier cam because I'm an idiot. I don't even think I have soldier cam. Yeah, but you know. And then spin it. That's fun. ACP is quality. You don't want to spoil it on stream? Send me a Discord DM, Mac. I'll answer it at some point. I would make the baseball bat put people in an execution state. Yeah, something like that. And I have like a melee only character in Human Being 3. Um, and what I want him to be in, like, if I'm able to do a mod, is if you press spacebar where someone knocked over, he like picks them up over their head and can throw a person. Like I know that it's possible to code in because I've seen SIR do something similar. So right, here. This is a Mexican standoff, sorta, and it's kind of a callback to the Mexican standoff in the first one that Hammer just outguns everybody. Answers it on stream. Is Reznov a reference to Black Ops? Yes, Reznov is a reference to Black Ops, the best Call of Duty campaign. Don't at me. Alright, do you know my dead friends, do ya? Tried to have this theming of Hammer's actions got his friends killed, but I don't know if it was fully successful because a lot of them weren't his fault necessarily, and then he's gunned down Richter, but we didn't really get to know him very well. Yeah, you piss these dudes off, but anyways. So another thing that I'm gonna have at all 3 Human Beings is the Mexican standoff. So look, I'm excited. I can't wait to show you the one from in the 3rd. I'm really excited for it because it's much bigger than this. At Rob Racer, Black Ops is indeed the best campaign. Thank you. I love that. Hold on. Okay. Let me answer this question for Mac. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you hanging. Tori sex scene. What are you referring to here? Alright. So yeah, I was like, you know, angry Russian man in a prison, his name's Reznov. It just kind of fit like that. Jackie May sex scene. I promise you that Jackie May will not have a sex scene. I'm not guaranteeing no sex scenes in Human Being 3, but none with Jackie May. The way the dead. I hate that line. I should have done something different. Alright, and now it's just hammering. Should I rewrite the whole story, Kung Fu, to add a sex scene for Jackie May? Something sensual. Human Being 2, everyone dies and nothing matters. Essentially. I mean, this whole story had, like... I just kept adding on, like, oh, that would be fun. Like, oh, this would be hilarious. Like... it was like this whole idea of like, oh, it's Human Being, it doesn't matter. But with the 3rd, I'm approaching it from like a let's actually have a narrative that like goes someplace. Everyone is dead. Needs having a crisis with this poorly spreaded bean can. And the biggest flaw in this campaign, in my opinion, is the ending. Also, it annoys me that I couldn't get Nikki to die. Like, the dying command wouldn't work for him, so I just had to, like, change his sprite to one of his death animations. It's so frustrating. Push me. Alright, so basically, once I got to this point, I was cause, like, I always operated with, I want Hammerin to go on this crazy adventure and be crazy and irresponsible. Ah, no! Alright. We didn't miss anything. But, like, he shouldn't be able to just get scot-free away with it. Like, I played Uncharted 4 recently, and it really did bug me that, like, he kills all these people and blows up all this history and stuff, and, like, just is wildly, like, irresponsible, and he suffers no consequences. And there's this scene where his, like, wife hits her head real hard, and, like, he thinks she's dead, and then she's like, "Ha, got you." And it's just like the lack of seriousness, or the lack of, like, having any sort of consequences to doing anything did kind of annoy me. So with Human Being, it was like, well, all your friends are dead, and you have nothing now because you didn't take anything seriously. Like, or not that you didn't take anything seriously, but that, like, you pretended that you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted. But that kind of goes like, well, you want to end Human Being 2 in a depressing way? And so I was, like, trying to formulate other better ideas to, like, make the story end happier. And essentially, it was like, well, let's just make a sequel. Let's just make Human Being 3. Like, like, by the time that this campaign came out, I had so many other ideas that I knew I couldn't fit into this campaign, but I wanted to execute on. So it was kind of how Hotline Miami 2 happened, where they had all these ideas they also wanted to add, and then they just put into a whole thing. Why didn't Reznov punch Jake while Hammer shot Sun? That would have been smarter. Essentially, if I remember the order right, Jake, being the most fucking, like, unhinged of all of them, executes Nikki. Hammer immediately takes down Jake, and as the Sun readies his shotgun to kill Hammer, and Reznov puts his body in front of him, gets shot, and then Hammer that's enough time for Hammer to pull the shotgun around and take down Sun for the second time. Kind of hard to animate with this shitty cutscene creator, but that was, like, the order that I had planned out. Can I add Rob? Add what? Anyways, so I was like, well into development, I was convinced I was gonna make myself a sequel. Which is a bad choice, considering, because I've been at it for about a year now. And so I was like, well, let's just kill me. Let's just be like, oh, fuck you, Rob. You actually made my life shit. Let's go after the writer. And I would never recommend anyone ever doing a self-insert. There's much better ways I could bridge the two narratives than this fourth wall thing. Human Being 4, or Human Being 3, I do not plan on breaking the fourth wall. I mean, there might be a joke here and there, winking at the camera, and I'll probably put, like, the message at the beginning being like, hey, download the music mod, fucker. But other than that, like, I won't put myself in my own campaign. I don't think that was a good choice. And oh god, how do you even do this? Human Being 4, man. There you go. Rob, can I eat you? It's my 4 fantasy. Yeah, you can add me on Steam. I accept anyone on Steam without an anime profile picture. You thought it was really funny. You liked it? Okay. Some people didn't. It was, like, one of the more controversial choices. What was nice is I was able to, like, add every faction that Hammer could fight in the final, like, since this one didn't matter. So essentially, you just head to my dorm room and kill the shit out of me. justice for anime profile pictures. Yeah, that'd be a funny plank, and I would do it. I would do it. There'd be a friend purge. I don't need any of you fuckers if you're gonna have anime profile pictures. Made fun of the fact that this song has the title song. This is actually a different file. This is, right now essentially I replaced two songs with the same song. Just because if someone really didn't download the music mod, they wouldn't have to hear a completely unfitting song for this level. I wasn't gonna do that to them. Come on, alright. And Planko does half the time. Yeah, I don't even know if Plank's on my friends list at this point. Mr. Bean is my favorite British anime. Yeah, same. Human Bean is... Mr. Bean is the best anime. Check out this dynamic lighting projector. It's projecting Minecraft. Can I include you in a campaign or something as a bean seller for a joke? Yeah, go ahead. I've been in plenty of campaigns already. I've been in Workshop War, Jacket Kingdom, and Deep Red, and then I think Lance Vance or something, there was like a campaign called Worst Campaign 3, where they were like, I was gonna make a shitty meme campaign, but then I played Human Being 2, and I was like, oh wow, you can actually make quality shitposts. So that's what I'm gonna do going forward. So I was in that campaign. Probably one of the more name-dropped characters, people. Hey Rob, why do you not accept anyone with an anime profile picture? Mostly because people with anime profile pictures usually are crazy, or unreasonable, or just frustrating to deal with. There's a whole host of reasons. It's just like the phenomena of anime profile pictures having like the worst opinions. It's just like it's a documented thing on the internet. Like there's that whole meme like Sonic says if you have a anime profile picture on the internet, your opinion doesn't count. And I kind of believe that. I wholeheartedly think that that's something that's a life rule to live by. Fucking degenerates. Yeah, you hear me, basic. Oh yeah, that Huggles degenerate. Holy shit! I don't know who you're calling out. Yeah, like right as Human Being 2 was about to launch, Yost released his Notepad wall guide. So I used it kinda in this. Like you can see the custom walls on this porch area here. And then I think that's about. I used the dead ahead boat walls, and then I had I think the Swan level had some custom walls. I recently friended someone with an anime PFP who was open about the fact he's only 12 years old. Seems hard and stuff. Yeah, or it's just young kids, and it's like, come on, kid. A little thing to note that if consistently you're playing a level and the last dude is an idle enemy, then you might want to move that idle enemy. Like if there's like an idle enemy like in a room kind of off to the side, there's a good chance that they won't get triggered. It's hard. Watch for it when other people are playtesting your things, because you yourself, since you know where he's located, you could very often kill him without even thinking. So see if that's the case, because it really does annoy me when it's like, alright, I think I cleared it, and then you have to like walk back across the level to get this last dude. Football, yeah. I was like watching a football game one day and it's like, how could I make a Hotline Miami map using a football field? And that was like my best go-to. Was that I don't think you can do a whole lot. It's too open. It's not conduct. Rob goes for the touchdown. I never liked the Mafia Gang Dodgers. Why is there a football field? Because this is my old college campus. And I wanted to include it. I thought it'd be you ever see a football field in the workshop after this? Nope. You went to A&M? Which city? College Station. There's yeah, you're right, there is multiple A&M campuses. I went to the main one. Rob goes Supreme Gentleman. Yeah, but it's not like there's students here, so that's kind of why I was like, okay, it's not terrible. Pump up kicks. Actually, where I work now, they play that song all the time. It really is starting to get on my nerves. Check out that. Check out the stairs there. You can't use them, so it doesn't matter, but it still looks ugly. Hotline Miami 2 fan meetup. I've been trying to do a meetup with Lego. I don't think it's gonna happen because he's such a busy boy. Yep, and then here's my old dorm room. This was my room. This was what was his name? I think it's been so long I've forgotten their names. But like I included a little item like this. Remember this kid was religious, and then this dude was jacked as fuck, and then this dude like was drunk all the time. Anyways, and so the vast majority of Human Being 2 was designed with me sitting in that chair right there at that desk where I should have been doing homework. It's an adult orphanage, so it's okay. I heard a kid get kicked out of his school because he made a CSGO map. Come to Waco. Waco is so far away, dude. Although I'm in North Carolina right now, so it's like not feasible in the slightest. But I'm driving to New York this summer, so I think I'm gonna meet up with Matt. Where's Rob Salmon? He's gonna write me a better ending. Like, I'm fine with other people putting me in cameos, but I don't think that I don't think that you should have your own self-inserts. I mean, literally the joke was like, I don't know how to end this. Fuck you for making my life shit. Yeah, you're way too far away, Brick. What's with all the traveling? It's important to travel. So I fucked up. I don't know how he lit him on fire, but he did. He lit Mr. Bean on fire. This is canon. Yeah, this was the level that I was like, I'm gonna use every single package. I don't know why I didn't do it on the previous level. I think I just liked the swapping between Mafia and Colombian. Although it was really gang and Mafia, wasn't it? I'm in Florida, the land. Florida's not the land of not much. Not much would be like Ohio or something. Florida's got all sorts of crazy shit. Mostly people. Like, if you find yourself on an insane headline, you have like a 9 out of 10 chance it's from Florida. Phonetic Part 2. Yeah, this one's a bit cramped, but not as bad. Fight your way up. I don't even know why I made it so long. Like, I was just like this Christmas break had started, and I was like almost done with Human Being, but I was like, I feel like it needs one last push up to get to me. Like, I mean, you have no idea how long I just, like, sat and just pondered how I was gonna end Human Being 2. Like, I was just not happy with any of the endings that I came up with, which is why I have the current ending of, haha, there is no ending. I'll wait for the third. I think if I do make a standalone, like with all three, I'll probably cut this whole thing out, cut my cameo out, and just have it seamlessly go from 2 to 3. Or maybe into depressingly, but it'll be okay to end 2 depressingly because the third one will be a click away instead of you have to wait a year and a half for it. Washington Weedland. Yeah, you got weed, you got rain. Wasn't that where Twilight was based? I think it'd be funny if the taser had an execution. Just like clamp it to his nipples. Weed, rain, and liberals, yep. I love this. The funniest spot that the taser ever showed up in was Lego's level, Lego's final level, because like that game, that entire campaign took itself very seriously and was done like, you know, high quality standards, and then all of a sudden you just have like a dude like freaking out and being possessed, transforming into 8 different dead bodies. Even Pardo makes a cameo on this level, because it doesn't matter anymore. Kaku, you should stream. You should stream yourself playing, because you are an actually impressive player. Hotline Miami. So instead of just like sitting in my stream and making fun of me and my lack of skill, do it yourself, my friend. Shit. So crammed. But Rob, I love your commentary. Oh, I'm glad that you like my commentary. Glad that I'm interesting enough. Yeah, here's one thing that annoys me about fucking hammer machete is that they treat it like a blunt weapon. Like, I know the Suns actually decapitates them. Can't think of anyone else at the moment. Who else even has access to the machete? Pardo? I don't think even Pardo does it. Oh! Alright, and we beat Human Being too. Now it's just cutscenes. I found that playing Hotline is easiest to play when I'm focused and fucking mad. Really? Just in general, not necessarily at the game. Oh, I thought you were referring to the amount of times you've had to playtest Red Star. To see if it would crash or not. So you made a level about shooting up your own campus. Yeah, keep that one on the down low. In hindsight, yeah, maybe not the best, but it was where I was located at the time. Like, yeah. I can't just write you a happy ending after all this, see? See, I was taking a stand. What do you even do afterwards? Start a music career. Spend my days with part at the Bean Factory. And like the other idea I actually had for this was that because like if you end a level with an elevator, like with the end level cutscene, it crashes the game. And so I thought it would be funny being like, hey, if you kill me, you'll end it, and then like make it so when you kill me, it does the end level thing and crashes the game. But one that's like there's no credits. That's the most unsatisfying fuck you ending ever. But I couldn't publish it because I had to finish it. Don't pack long campaigns full of edges. Should play one of my levels. Actually, I got a friend right now who wants me to play Far Cry 5 with him. Yeah. Once the credits finish, Jed, I'm gonna hop back onto Far Cry 5. This is what you get for making me wait 30 minutes so you can make yourself a sandwich. But I'm definitely gonna try to up the amount of times I stream. People seem to enjoy them, and I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe like people are actually subscribing to this. So I'm gonna try to go for one a week, maybe more. But a minimum of one is my goal. Who knows? So next time we hit Madness. Let's finish this campaign before I talk about this stuff. How come original Blessed was unable to be beaten? It still boggles me. My theory is that they updated, like, it was so new, like, 2 sequels, 1 sequel and cameo. I honestly don't know where I'm going to put that cameo. My planned cameo for Hammerin' was this space campaign that I canceled. So if someone wants to put Hammer in a cameo so I can fulfill his promise. Yeah, the road isn't too good. Okay, yeah, new kid. There we go. If you get 1,000 subs, will you do something? Yeah, I'd probably do like a hooray stream. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I hit 1,000 subs, I'll do a stream where I have nothing planned, and who's ever in the chat at the time, I'll play whatever they tell me to. Like Hotline Miami level was. Yep. Plus this, if I had ended it with the fuck you crash ending, you wouldn't have gotten this beautiful song. Time to realize. Like, the fact that I paid $1 for this just so I can have in this campaign, totally worth it. 100% worth it. I can't. A gay looking Swedish singer would look weird in the middle of Mexico. Even the beta levels of Human Being 3. Maybe one. Maybe one. That actually could be a pretty good reward. So everyone subscribe so you can get a Human Being level. Yeah, I am always here first. You are. You're very reliable. I'm Lucrio for the record. Okay. I don't remember you. I think you helped me with like the timestamps in one of the campaigns. Reaper. Yep. Anyways, we're done. This was fun. Human Being remains a classic, although pretty rough, and it's now. Human Being 3 will hopefully improve on all the things that the second game was lacking. But I'm still proud of this one. It only took me 3 months to make, compared to the year it's now taken me for Human Being 3. So I miss when I was that productive. Yep. Hi, Eddie. If anyone got any levels they need to test, just comment. Alright, yep. So, I am going to leave. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me complete this. It's not going to be fun to have to, like, patch these together and re-upload it, but, you know. I'll see you guys later. Catch me for madness. Or if you get to the 1,000 subscribers before madness. Bet you can't do that.